What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Sim Gaming Network, where it's all sim all the time. Today's video, we are talking about some settings, features, options that are in NBA 2K that need to come to both college football and Madden 27. Now, NBA 2K by no means is a perfect franchise experience. It has a laundry list of its own issues. However, it does have several things that Madden and college football absolutely need to replicate. They need to steal. They need to do something because they've been in 2K for a decade. And for a decade, Madden kind of looks at 2K and sees these features and doesn't bring them to us. So I'm going to highlight 5 specific settings or features that are in NBA 2K franchise mode or the gameplay in general that need to be brought over for both college football and Madden 27. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video.
And Bonds hits right high. It's a dig. It is out of here. This is caught. Diggs. Sideline. Touchdown. Unbelievable. Bryant for the win. Bang. Watch out. He's got getting away from the top speed. By Michael Jordan.
Okay, so this is NBA 2K26's My NBA mode, similar to Madden's franchise or college football's Dynasty. And where both of Madden and college football fail is where 2K exceeds with giving us some options for the presentation. About a decade ago, Madden had a full fleshed out presentation. They had fake Snickers commercials, Papa John's. We had the huddle. We had instant replays on almost every single play. It was fantastic for those who want a truly immersive experience. And then, due to community complaints of how long it was taking people to get through games in their franchise, EA cut it all out to help people get through games faster. And I do respect that they needed to give people an option to get through games quicker. However, I don't believe they did it the right way. They should instead take a page out of NBA 2K's book and give people options. Okay? Action replays. In Madden, I personally feel like they do not trigger nearly enough. In NBA 2K, you get a toggle on how frequent you want action replays. You can choose to have it never to allow you to get through a game very, very fast. You can have it occasionally, which I think is a balance setting, or you can do often, which is pretty realistic to how they do an NBA broadcast. They show replays all the time. Madden needs to give us a replay setting toggle similar to this, where we can adjust this frequency. For the people who want to have that immersive experience, they can have it. The games will take longer, but that's their choice. The people who want to have a quicker game, they can make the settings to make that happen. Give people the choice. Same with the after basket camera cuts. This is the same to the after play cuts that we have in Madden, which do trigger at a fairly high rate. 2K gives you an option to set. Do you want them to happen frequently, often, occasionally, or never? Madden, we have no option. We are getting tons of after play cuts and hardly any action replays. What if we wanted to switch it around? What if we wanted to have a ton of replays and hardly any after action camera cuts? Give us the option. Give the immersion option back to the people who want it. And you know what? You could extend this. Right? Have a setting in here for coin toss. It's in the game. You have it in overtime. It wouldn't be hard to just allow that to take place at the start of the game if someone has a instead of for foul out, just put in here coin toss. You could have it on or off. If it's off, it's how it currently is. If you turn it on, let people have the coin toss with the ref, the players pick heads or tails, all that at the start of the game. Give them that option. For action replays, right? Switch it over to the huddle break. Give people an option to go, yes, we want to see the huddle break and the players sign up to the line of scrimmage like they did a decade ago in Madden. Or if they want to have it off and just you call your play and you're instantly at the line of scrimmage ready to roll, give people that option. There's no reason to not have the options for players. That's the only way you're going to truly appease everybody, is just give them the option. Whereas right now in Madden and in college football, there's only one crowd that is being tailored to, and that's the let's get through games as quick as possible. The immersion crowd who wants the true full experience is getting left in the dust. Pull a page from NBA 2K and implement presentation settings. The next one I want to talk about is very, very big because a lot of people want to do roster editing in Madden. We can't really do it in college football, but in Madden, it is more common. So this is going to be more of a Madden one. But in Madden, you can only edit players individually. If you want to adjust a player's rating, you have to do it one by one. In NBA 2K, you have global edits where you can edit the same players on a team. You could do it by position. You can edit every single point guard on the team. You could edit every single player in the entire NBA. You can do it by position. You can quickly edit every single player's particular rating all at once, globally. Madden needs to bring in global edits. Next, we're going to talk about accessories. Now, I personally feel like EA has done a very good job with the equipment that they have brought to both college football and Madden. They continue to add more every single year. I think they're doing a good job despite what the accessory heads continue to complain about year over year. They're going to continue to add more accessories. I get that, and I think they've done a great job. But where they are slacking is doing something that 2K has, which is this frequency. The frequency, I think this is important because this allows you to put accessories on players and then dictate how often it happens, which allows you to have players come out from game to game with different accessories. For example, Luka has a left elbow accessory, this medium band. Its frequency is always, meaning that he will come out every single game with that white elbow band. You could change it to often, sometimes, rarely, or always, right? Now, what's really cool is if you if you put this to rarely, or let's just put sometimes, and then you put the left arm, which he doesn't have anything on, you could put a sleeve on there and you could put sometimes. What would happen then is sometimes Luka will come out with just the armband. Sometimes he'll come out with just the elbow band, and sometimes he'll come out with both of them. This is something that's super cool. They have it for every single thing you could think of. Their fingers, their shoulder, their arms, their elbows. We've already discussed the wrists. And you get to choose the colors that it's going to be, so you can switch up the color for it. And then you get to do it for their lower body as well, and you get to choose the frequency there. Madden and college football needs to add frequency for accessories, allowing us to have players come out from game to game with different colored armbands, or switching up which arm has a sleeve or the color of the tape, whatever it may be. We need to have a more in-depth way of making the game feel fresh with accessory frequency rates. The next one I want to talk about is coaching, and this is a big one because we can do a lot of editing for CPU coaches, and not only just their schemes and how they do things, right? But we can edit their playbooks, and we don't have any ability to do that in Madden right now. We have no way to dictate anything that the coaches do. Now, EA used to have this partially in their game with coaching philosophies. If you don't remember, you used to be able to set a coach to be how aggressive they were, for offensive play calling, defense or conservative. You could set how frequently they did running back 1 versus running back 2. All sorts of stuff, and it made coaches feel fresh and unique. We have no way to do that in current Madden or college football. We have no way to adjust any of these for the teams, which we can do in NBA 2K. You can just take control of the other team and change it. Very simple, very easy to do. Not only that, we can adjust how the CPU coaches and teams are going to focus their offense. We get full control of editing how the coach is going to run. The other thing that's extremely important, and just to show you can do this for the other team, you can just go in here and do team selection, same that which you can do in Madden. You can take control of all the teams, and you can go through, and now I'm on the 76ers, and I can go through and I can adjust their coaching, their rotation, all their frequencies for various things, their offensive points of emphasis. But the biggest one, I think, out of all of this is that we can edit their playbook. We can remove plays, we can add plays. EA does not let us change playbooks for the CPU to custom playbooks. We can only assign a pre-built playbook from EA to a coach, to a team. And we know that playbooks still have a huge impact on team success in simulation, in sim stats. Like, playbooks drive everything. It's very unfortunate. We need to get away from that. But we also, if they're going to have the star system for when plays are called, which I think is honestly a good idea, just not implemented correctly. If they allowed us to go in and edit the ratings and add more plays to situations and give the CPU custom playbooks, our experience in Madden playing the franchise mode would just fly off the charts. Something as simple as being able to edit the CPU's playbook and the plays that are in there should be something that happens in a football game from EA in the year 2026. Yet it hasn't happened yet. 2K gives it to us. They've been giving it to us for 15 years. We need this as a feature in both college football and Madden ASAP. The last feature that I want to highlight that needs to be brought over into Madden and college football are the ability to adjust simulation sliders, right? We have no control over what happens during simulation in both college football and Madden. And we know the sim stats are not very good in both of those games. The numbers do not make sense. In NBA 2K, we have full control over what happens in simulation. We can adjust these numbers and it'll tweak the stats that are spit out in simulation. This needs to be given to us in college football and Madden if EA does not want to do it themselves and give us good realistic numbers. You know, maybe not have edges getting 28, 30 sacks every single year. Maybe not have wide receivers have an average, yards per run after catch of like 3. Maybe, just the stats are ridiculous. I know Mr. Hurricane went through it when Madden first launched. They're not any better in college football. The sim engine needs to be completely rebuilt, but if they don't want to do that, why not just give us the tools to do it? It seems easy. And on top of simulation, why don't we get something that 2K gives us as well, like contract sliders? There's some serious issues with salary expectations in Madden for certain positions like defensive tackle and quarterbacks that make absolutely no sense based on their overall, their age, the fact that they're just sitting there not being signed. The money that they want is ridiculous. We can actually go in NBA 2K and adjust how much players are going to want based on various aspects, such as their overall, the rest of the league, their potential, their age, their fame, all sorts of things. This helps us dictate what players are going to want or expect to get in free agency or when you're signing them. Not only that, we can go in and we can adjust players' trade value. Madden gives us a trade difficulty slider, which is cool. But 2K, on top of giving us that, we can set all sorts of settings on how teams are going to view players. We know not all players are viewed the same as far as their worth. 2K lets us adjust how various levels of teams, rebuilding, contending, etc., are going to view various players at positions based on age, overall, things like that, and associate discounts with them, which is going to impact how you could trade a player to one team and it's going to gain or produce more or less value than another depending on that team's particular situation. Same with draft pick depreciation. We get to control all of this for our experience. EA takes full control of this. Now the downside of that is they don't put a lot of effort into these things. They don't spend a lot of time running 10-year sims or doing the testing themselves. It's clear as day when you play franchise mode that not a lot is truly tested in depth to see how things play out years in free agency and the salary cap numbers that are being requested, and I understand they have a lot on their plate, so why not just do what 2K does? Give us the options to tweak some of it ourselves and allow us to have that full customizable experience. That's it for this one, guys. I hope you guys appreciated it. If you have any other setting or feature that you feel like needs to be brought over from NBA 2K into the Madden or college football universe, let me know what it is in the comment section below. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one, y'all. Peace.